Hey, what's your true north? I heard that phrase the other day, and I believe it's sort of like, what's your like point of perspective, right? Your point of like launching off point, like on a compass. You use that to sort of get your bearings, and it's the thing you kind of always want to go back to, and it's a good thing. It's a good place. It's a good direction. So a good focus for your life. So what is that for you? Like, what's that place? Maybe you get off course, right? You maybe mess up a little bit. You get a little, fuzzy about what life is about, and maybe priorities go out of whack. But then, what's that place where you say, man, I got to get to that? And in this passage in 1 Peter, we're going to look at chapter 1, verse 17. He says, what he's saying is, okay, so if you call on him as Father, right? Talking about God. So if he's your Father, if that's what you call him, if that's how you go to him, and he's the one who judges impartially according to one's deeds, he says, well, then you should conduct yourselves with fear throughout the time of your exile. Now, we've been doing a whole series at church called Exiles. In 1 Peter, that's how Peter describes believers. We're just passing through. We're strangers in this land. I am but a stranger here. Heaven is my home. And so how do we conduct life? Like what's that true north? Like, what's that focus? What's normal for us? What's the goal of our lives? And Peter in here says, okay, so if God doesn't play favorites, if he's your Father, and he's very impartial about how he judges, so everybody's got that same standard, and everyone is looked at according to Christ, not according to us. Do you see what I'm saying? Like we would be in deep trouble if God judged me based on my sins, based on my failures. But what Jesus did is he paid the price for all of those. So everyone has been set free. Now, not everybody embraces that. A lot of people reject that freedom and say, man, I don't want any part of that. That's not for me. But I want to plead with all of you, with everyone watching this, and maybe somebody asked, shared this with you, and but I want you to know, like he's the one who is all powerful. That's who God is. He's all loving. He's all knowing, and he is there for you. He is a perfect judge, and he sees what's in our hearts. And so knowing that that's who he is. We live a life of reverent fear. We live a life, we conduct ourselves, right, in business, at school, in our marriages, in our relationships, in all that we do, in our finances, knowing that who God is, that he is this incredible judge, that he is this perfect one who loves us perfectly, and he's always going to do what's right for us. And so we look to him. We look to him. What pleases him? We look to him. What would bring him honor? What would show my respect for him? And all that he's already done for me, because I'm already his child. I'm already forgiven. So what's going to make a difference in someone else's life? Because that's the standard. That's what matters. That's where we're headed, man. That's true north for all of us, as we talk about. And so let's worship him. Let's trust in him. Now, I know you may have some questions about that, so hit me up in the comments. Share this with somebody. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you next time.